What is up, everybody? How's it going? You feel me? This is the Let's Talk podcast. I'm your host, Matt Anthony, with my boy A again.
Finally. What it do, baby?
Yes, sir.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy Friday. It is. This is where the discussion gets personal. Bruh, how your week been so far?
Listen, I put in hours at work, in the gym.
Yes, sir.
I ate good. It's the weekend. Then we got a little hoop sesh coming up as well.
Yeah, we got a little hoop sesh coming up. You know I'm a ball on everybody. You know how it goes when I hit the hardwood.
So it was a good week. How was your week?
My week was good too, bro. I can't complain.
I know you was back in the city.
Yes, sir. I'm off from work. Was back in the city for a little bit, chilling, seeing some fans, some friends, bro. Was kicking it, and had a nice little hotel in the city for a little bit. So
good vibes.
All good vibes, positive vibes. It's always good vibes when I go back. But I'm back to the grind now. We back. We back. Let's Talk, episode 5. You feel me? And there's a whole bunch of hot takes that's going on in the association, the NFL. Bro, you just gotta love it. You feel me? And we had a big trade that just happened. Carson Wentz, he's on his way to Indy. Shout out to Indy for getting him out of a toxic relationship with Philadelphia Eagles, bro.
Sometimes you just gotta cut it off.
Yeah, sometimes
he's gotta cut it off. Now he's gonna play for the shoe. The Colts out there in Indianapolis. I think this is a great pickup for them.
Yes, sir. It's a great pickup. I like the move for the Colts, and you know what? They really didn't have to give up much for Carson. So, he's paired with his buddy Frank Reich. They gave up, what was it again? They gave up a 2021 third rounder.
Third rounder and a second round conditional, which
in 2022, right?
Yeah. So that can become a first round depending on how Carson plays right now.
Facts.
But at the moment, it's a second round pick.
So basically, a little bit of pocket change with
Trump changed some graham crackers for nothing.
Nothing too crazy.
You know.
So Carson wanted to change. He said it in the season when he got benched that he wants to move on from Philly because he felt like they did him dirty. That's besides the point. I feel like he just played horrible. That's why he was benched. And now he wants to cry about it. So he forces his way out of Philly. He's in Indy. All right. But Philadelphia is going to be holding a $33.8 million cap hit. Largest ever in history. Crazy dead money. You feel me? So I think that's big jokes in and of itself, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely. When you look at it, they got rid of a quarterback that obviously they didn't see no future with.
That's facts.
Carson Wentz is still in his, I would say either he's entering his prime or he's right there. It's not like he's an older quarterback or anything. So
that's facts.
I think this was the right move for Carson Wentz. Good for him. He's getting paid. I always like when I like when players get paid because at the end of the day, the way the NFL functions, the way the NFL works, and I know we're going to talk about the NFL a little more in depth later on, but the way the NFL works, they got a lot of money. They don't ever want to give these players money. So good for you, Carson. You're getting your money right now. And you know what? I don't like Philly that much either. So I'm not mad. Philly really, I don't know if they could have got more. I feel like there was more options out there, but the pressure was on. Obviously, Carson didn't want to be there. Yeah. Carson got what he wanted, and he's reunited with, who'd you say? Mike?
He's reunited with his boy Frank Reich.
Frank Reich, who, if I remember the stats correctly, he was 18-11 when Reich was on the Eagles sidelines. And without him, he was 17-21-1. So obviously, the relationship, they got good rapport. The Colts are ready to win right now.
They are.
So they have one of the best offensive lines in the league. They got a stud running game. These boys are Olympic runners out there. And they have a great defense.
Yep. Who do you think won the trade?
Honestly, when I'm looking at the numbers, I'm looking at who owes who what? Colts.
Colts won the trade?
Colts won the trade because you're pairing Carson Wentz with Coach Reich, who obviously we've seen their rapport become successful. Whereas the Eagles, they're still banking on their new quarterback to really take that next step, take that next level. But after what Doug Peterson did at the end of the at season last year, the final game against the football team, the Washington football team, if you're Jalen Hurts, and I'm hearing reports that they're looking at quarterbacks in the draft right now. I don't know what's going on in Philly, the coach hiring itself was very iffy. I've never heard of this guy. He's a quarterbacks guy. He's a systems guy.
That's facts.
So I don't know what's going on in Philly. Really not my issue. I know what's happening with my boys out there in New York, Big Blue. But I think the coach won this one for sure.
That's facts. I gotta agree with you on that because, I mean, the Colts, they got their guy. They wanted him. They got him for cheap. All right. He's paired up with Frank Reich. They have an offensive line, and I believe that Carson's gonna be able to get it done over there in Indy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, Philly in 29 games when he signed the extension, right? He went 12, 16 and 1.
That's not good.
Losing record, right? 26 fumbles, all right? 22 INTs. It's just horrible numbers. But he was playing with a beat-up offensive line, all right? I believe the Colts gave up only 19 sacks last year. The Eagles gave up around, I think, in the 50s, I believe, which is ridiculously crazy, right? So I believe Indy won the trade, and at the bottom line of it, Carson Wentz really won this trade because he asked for the trade, and it got done. He said he doesn't want to go to the Bears,
and he's due $27 million in guaranteed money. That means if he doesn't play a lick of football for the rest of his life, he's getting paid.
He's getting paid. All right, and this is what he wanted, and he got what he deserved. All right, it didn't work out in Philly. I promise you, it's gonna work out in Indy. Indy got something good. All right, the losers of this trade, though, we got to go with the Birds, bro.
Yeah.
And it seems like they've been losers as of late a lot. You feel me?
So it's that Super Bowl hangover, and it's been hung over for quite some years now.
They always chat about the Super Bowl, bro.
You know.
They always chat about the Super Bowl.
It is what it is. Shout out to the Colts. Great move on their end. Phillip Rivers left. Now they got someone. Hey, listen, Rodgers just tweeted today. He wished the season could start today.
That's right.
So, I mean, Carson's already having an impact over there. He's younger. He's not like Phillip Rivers, who we all knew it was his final season. Yep. He had said it himself, hey, listen, if it doesn't work out, I'm done. Yep. Which is, I don't want to say it's a chump move or a sellout move, but at the end of the day,
it definitely wasn't a sellout move.
It's not a sellout move,
bro. He's getting up there in age.
We knew who Phillip Rivers was.
He's getting up there in age. He's thinking about his family,
which is understandable. I mean, he's got 8 to 11 kids. He pops them out quite often over the past 18 seasons that he was in the league. But all I'm saying is
he's not popping out nothing, bro. It's his wife.
Yeah, listen, he's doing something. But anyways, that's besides the fact. All I was saying is now I think they have someone who's more reliable, who is not just a one and done type of deal.
Yeah.
Where it's like, you know what, they can build on the season, but regardless of the fact, I think the Colts are looking to win right now.
Of course, they're looking to win right now. They're set up to win right now. They got a good defense, great offensive line. They fixed the quarterback situation. All right, Frank Reich's going to come in there, and he's going to do some good things.
So I have a question for you. What grade are you giving the Colts right now?
What grade as to
to the moves they've made so far? Now we know the draft still isn't here.
Yeah, the draft is still not here. They didn't make plenty moves. They got their quarterback situation figured out.
But I think that's big.
And they're still relying on that great offensive line. They got Darius Leonard out there on defense. They got something good going on over there. 12 wins next year. Let's see what they do in the draft. You feel me? Colts got something good. I can't lie.
Okay.
They got their quarterback. They got something good going on.
They definitely did. They did what they had to do.
That's facts. That's facts. Congrats to Carson. All right. Now, Deshaun Watson, it's your turn. Tired of waiting on Deshaun Watson to see where he ends up. This is on a tangent, but, Carson got what he wanted. Matt Stafford got what he wanted. Deshaun, what's up?
He's going to get what he wants because worst comes to worst, he's not going to play. And if I'm the Texans, I'm not going to pay someone who's not going to play for me just to sit on the sidelines. So he's going to get what he wants. I just think the Texans, I feel like with the new management that they have, I think they might be able or think they're able to mend what happened, but
they're not going to be able to mend what happened, bro.
J.J. Watt's on the block, so come on now.
When J.J. Watt, he was cut. Mutual agreement.
Yep.
All right, so he's probably going to go to the Bills. All right, but that's we're going to discuss that later. All right, but Deshaun Watson, all right, the GM or whatever, the president of the Houston Texans doesn't even call Deshaun by his first name. You feel me? All right, Deshaun is not going to play for that organization no more. It's time for him to move on. Just trade the man.
Trade the man.
Just trade the man. Man, let's talk. You feel me? The draft is coming up. Got to talk about it. A lot of skilled players. Feel me? A lot of great wide receivers, versatile. I mean,
a
agile.
deep class for the wide receiver class.
Speed. Right. I just want to just do a little take real quick because a lot of people have been talking about their number one receiver. And, I mean, a lot of people are still up in the air. I just want to give a little clarity of who do you think is, like, the best wide receiver draft prospect that's coming into the draft this year that's going to turn the franchise around. I mean, great ball play. I mean, just a straight talent that could just change a team around. Who do you think is the best wide receiver in this upcoming draft?
You know, this is a tough one because you got to understand this is probably one of the deepest draft classes on the wide receiver spectrum and even the quarterback spectrum.
Yeah, it's real deep.
It's a really good class. So, I mean, I know everybody's high on Devontae Smith right now after what he just did this past season.
Devontae had a great year, bro.
And after what he did in the championship game. And, hey, it's no disrespect to any of y'all. It's not that I don't know football or anything like that. But everyone's riding Devontae Smith as the high horse.
What? I mean, he has the it, bro. Like
he definitely does.
There's a reason why people are riding him a lot, bro.
Well, the wide receivers in the league, like the Devontae Adams of the league, Hopkins is the leagues. You know, they give him a lot of praise for what he's done.
Yeah,
and
what
he did in the
those
championship
are goats.
game. Hey, listen, I get it, but I'm not going there. Okay?
I'm
going to do it today. I'm going with Jamar Chase, my boy from LSU, who actually sat out this season.
He didn't play last year.
You know, he won the chip. He said, you know what? Joe Burrow isn't here anymore. Not going to mess up my numbers, mess up my stats. Jefferson's gone, and we saw what Jefferson did on the Vikings. But Jamar Chase was the best wide receiver in 2019 for the LSU Tigers, averaging 21.2 yards per game.
Yep.
Per catch. He had 20 total touchdowns, and he was the best wide receiver in the SEC and in Division I football. So I'm going with Jamar Chase.
Okay, that's big.
He's 6 foot tall. He's projected to have a 4.0 time, which is the fastest projected time of not 4.0, 4.4, which is the fastest out of all the wide receivers. And he's got the skill set. He's got the route running. He's got all that. So I'm going with Jamar Chase, and that's final. So if you guys want to talk about it, talk about it.
But I got to, first of all, first things first, bro. I guess got to say this. A 40-yard dash don't mean anything with pads on. That's number one. All right? So Jamar Chase could have the speed that you say 4.44, whatever. It really don't matter, bro. You feel me?
It don't, but these are projections.
And you put the pads on and see how he compares to these linebackers and these corners that play in the NFL, all right? So that's number one. Number two, I like Jamar Chase, bro. I think he has a great ceiling. It kind of sucked that he didn't play last year, though. That to me, that doesn't kill his draft stock, but that's a year he could have got better. Obviously, he was working throughout that year, but the competition on the field is different from just working out in a gym or in like a recreational facility.
Oh yeah, for sure. But it's a reason why he's 1B right behind Devontae Smith on the draft board right now.
That's facts. But who I'm going with, Brian, I'm going out on a limb, but I know this dude is going to be great in the NFL, is Jalen Waddle. All right, and I hope he falls to number 11 to the Giants. You feel me? I don't even want Devontae Smith. You feel me? But Jalen Waddle, straight baller, bruh. Baller, bruh. He's versatile. He could do it at every level. You feel me? It's not just a fly route. All right? Nah, he could break you down because he's slow. He could turn up his gear and he could slow it down out of breaks, man. The dude knows how to run routes. Perfection. You got to work on his route tree a little bit. But he could do it from the backfield, he could do it from the slot, and he could do it from out wide. That's why I'm saying Jalen Waddle is like the complete package and the best wide receiver in this draft. Down year, though, right? He had a down year at Bama.
Injuries.
He was injured this year. All right, only caught four touchdown passes on, I think, 28, 30 balls or whatever for 591 yards. Not the best year. Alabama still won the chip. Jalen Waddle has the best upside. He has the best agility, and like I said, he could also do it in special teams. You feel me?
They compare him to Tyreek Hill.
That's in and of itself
Game changer.
Greatness. Game changer. Defense has to match up. You feel me? You might want to put 2 on. You can't play man coverage versus him. All right, or he's gonna beat you deep. And when he's coming off the brakes, bro, the gear, bro. Watch his highlights. The gear. Slow down, or he could speed it up when you quit. The dude is a baller, and I can't wait for Jalen Waddle to get into this league. Best wide receiver in the draft. You feel me? And he has hands. It's hard to find hands. You feel me?
All these boys have hands right now. These top four.
I think he has the best hands.
Actually, the top four in the draft are both from Alabama and LSU. So we're just gonna have to see.
We just gonna have to see, bro.
But shout out Devontae Smith is we're not putting an asterisk on your name or anything like that. We know who Devontae Smith.
I'm not. No disrespect to Devontae Smith. You feel me? The dude's a bowler too. He's a Heisman Trophy winner. But Jalen Waddle, Jamar Chase,
Tough one.
Those are goons. We could say Jamar Chase, if he was playing this year, he could have won the Heisman too. You feel me? Like, so I'm not taking anything away from Devontae Smith. I'm just looking at the upside. Devontae Smith is going to be a great talent in the NFL. A little undersized, like you said, on his when he won the Heisman. But I got to go in a different direction. You feel me?
I hear that.
Big facts, man. Fan topic, you feel me? Fan topic of the week.
Fan topic.
All right. I was on Instagram. My boy, he hit me up. He had some insight he wanted me to discuss. What should the NFL do for players who are unable to, attend a pro day this year because of COVID, because of this stupid virus that doesn't seem to ever go away. You feel me? And there's a whole bunch of variants coming out now, out the woodworks. So, my boy, he plays collegiate football. He big time. You feel me? You played with him in high school. Was it high school or was it middle school? Was it?
Who we talking about?
I don't say no names, bro.
It was probably high school.
All right. Yeah. So you probably played ball with him in high school. I'm talking about football.
Yeah. All right? I played with a lot of boys that went out and played.
All right.
At the high level. So.
All right. So the NFL unable to attend pro days. The NFL Combine is also canceled this year. All right. Because of the virus. So all workouts have to be held virtually, or players have to showcase their skills at a pro day, which we all know. The scouts are going to go to the big time schools, you know what I mean? The SEC schools, the ACC schools. They're going to go see their guys who are on their draft board. Nobody's going to care about the little guy, you feel me? Who's at a low-end Division I school, who maybe be at a D2 school, even D3, not going to get no looks, you feel me? Just a terrible situation, all right? And it just sucks that these players aren't going to be able to be seen by these NFL coaches and scouts, you feel me? So, we were trying to figure out ways that the NFL could probably partner with different institutions in regions so we could have sort of like a combine or a mini camp for these players who are not getting seen by these college coaches, not college coaches, by these NFL coaches who's worked so hard for these dreams that they have of playing in the NFL or getting an invitation to a training camp and things like that, or hearing their name called on draft day or getting that phone call, you feel me? Right? And you have any insight to that?
So, I mean, when we look at the NFL itself, it's a multi-billion
$1 organization.
Business organization, whatever you want to call it. So it's got money.
They swim in the money.
And is for me, it's very unfortunate. Obviously, with everything that's going on, obviously the protocols, you got to follow this, you got to do this. But there's certain states that, these guidelines don't even apply to them. Certain states that don't even wear masks. So I don't understand how the NFL isn't able to, as you were stating, maybe do them by region, West Coast, East Coast, and so forth. I think the NFL really needs to step in right now because there's a lot of talent out there, and we see this all the time in the NFL.
That aren't going to be able to get seen.
Other sport,
they're not going to be able to get seen, bro.
Unlike any other sport, I think NFL is probably the only league that legit, you can be D3, you can be D2, you can be JUCO, you can be D1, low D1, high D1. Listen, there's opportunity for you in the league if you have talent. So I think there's a lot of players that aren't going to be able to showcase, and I don't want to say aren't, because right now, at the moment, that might be the protocol. That might be what the NFL is saying.
But things could always change. I feel you.
But I see things changing. I saw it in baseball, Major League Baseball. I saw it in the NBA. The league has to be able to adjust to the players that are coming in.
Don't tell me that we could run this great Super Bowl, this great spectacle, halftime show. Everybody's on the field. This, that, and the third. You feel me? But we can't host the NFL Combine.
It's all about the
You
locations.
feel me? You can't host the NFL Combine or anything like that. It makes no sense to me, bro. You feel me? So the NFL has to work to figure out a way to get the Combine up and running. You feel me? Have adequate testing maybe at different type of pro days and things like that.
It's just like job interviews. Job interviews haven't stopped because of the pandemic. You go to your interview, you got your mask on, and you do your 30 to 40 minutes in your interview, and boom, it's over.
That's
so,
facts.
I mean, I don't understand when we're talking about, and we're not talking about chump change right now. We're talking about big money. And the league has big money. There's no way that you're going to tell me that they can't set some up, in different regions of the states where these players can go and have their pro day, per se. So, NFL, y'all got to get it together. I think they will get it together because there's just too much talent out there for them to just pass up on,
That is facts. I'm telling you, NFL, all right, get together, all right, put like an NFL, sort of say, regional combine. That's it. You feel me? Where you could bring in your people, have testing available, all right, medical records available, timing and all that good stuff available for these athletes to come in there, showcase their stuff, make sure everybody is good with this COVID protocol, practice safe PPE, and get it done. I'm talking about a North Region Combine, a East Region Combine, a South Region Combine, you feel me? West Region, just like that, and make sure all the coaches and the scouts are there from the NFL to make this work. Everybody's getting seen, instead of just having it in one particular space like Indy. You feel me?
I think they're gonna get it done, but if they don't, it's not a good look on the league.
Fingers crossed. Fan topic. I hope we answered your question to the fullest. You feel me?
Boom.
Always keep bringing us some new questions and some topics we could talk about on this platform, bro. I love it. You feel me? Man, it's time for some rapid questions. I hope you brought your A game, A. Hope you brought your A game, bro. Because you know what's up. You feel me? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Or who wins tomorrow, Lakers or Heat?
Lakers.
Does J.J. Watt sign with the Bills?
No.
Whoo! Jalen Hurts, Eagles starting quarterback next season.
Yes.
All right. So you believe in Jalen Hurts?
I do.
Yeah, I like Jalen Hurts a lot. I think he's a baller.
I think his upside is tremendous right now. We saw him for a couple games last year. The biggest thing about his game is, everyone talked about his passing. Yep. He proved that he can pass.
He could throw the ball.
With a subpar offensive line, as we talked about previously.
And really no weapons, too. We got to understand, Philly didn't have the best weapons either.
Jeffrey's subpar at best. He's an old head now. I think it's time for him to retire. They had Rigord, who was their rookie, who's supposed to be their standout, but he was injured in and out of the season. Deshaun Jackson was in and out of the season.
Yep.
Ertz was in and out. So, he was throwing a practice squad wide receivers. But he can also run.
He can run.
Game changer.
If he needs to, he will take off with the ball. Big fan of Jalen Hurts, bro.
Yes, sir. And I think the team buys into him. He's a leader. He's actually a real leader. He wants to win. He's a dog out there.
It looked like they wanted to play for him when he was in the game, which who wouldn't want to play for Jalen Hurts? You feel me? The man got a smile of champions. You feel me? He a baller. He's going to do good things for the Eagles organization, hopefully, if they believe in him. You feel me? People, the management in Philly got to buy into Jalen Hurts as a starting quarterback, but he could lead a team. I wish it wasn't Philly, though.
Hey, listen, me too.
Philly's in our division.
But you know what?
I don't like Philly.
Hey, listen, I get that. But it is what it is. I just got to give a big shout out to Jalen because when he was in Alabama, they quit on him. He ended up transferring. He played for the Sooners. He balled out.
Man got some heart.
He proved them wrong. And then he came to the league. They're like, he's just going to be a runner. They should make him a wide receiver or a running back. Proved them wrong, those scouts. And now he's proven the league wrong, So, shout out to Jalen Hurts. I hope you kill. I hope you do well. Just want the best for him.
Do your thing, Jalen. You said no to J.J. Watt signing with the Bills. A lot of people in Western New York probably going to be mad about that, bro.
Listen, I'm going to tell it to y'all straight. Listen, I saw a little bandwagon on Twitter trying to get J.J. Watt to come play for the for the Bills.
I think he might be like
But,
he's
hey,
favor of the Bills, bro.
Listen, I'm not saying that it isn't going to happen at this moment. When you just asked me these rapid questions, I said no. Okay, there might be some team out there that's looking for that edge rusher and is willing to pay big money. Now, I'm not saying the Bills aren't willing to pay big money, but listen, I said no. Okay, I said, what if some other big name team that's in contention as well wants an edge rusher that can be a game changer?
I don't know, bro. I hear it's the Bills, maybe the Browns. I mean, if he goes to the Browns, that's kind of messed up to the fam. You feel me? Because TJ, they play in the same division and all
I'm
that.
not hearing that. I heard Stephen A. Smith on that take. I'm not hearing that, Stephen A. Stop it.
Bro.
Stop it.
Family ties run deep. You feel me? I'm just saying.
Like, listen, if he goes to the Browns, the Browns are up there again.
I don't believe he's going to go to the Browns. I do have a big feeling he's going to end up, you feel me, in Buffalo. And I feel like it's going to be a good situation for JJ playing in Buffalo, bro. Because y'all know how them Bills get, bro. They make you want to shout. So that's in and of itself. So I also asked you who wins. I feel me today. It would actually be today. Lakers or Heat. What did you say again?
I'm going with the Lake Show.
You going with the Lakers?
My boy. Yeah, I rock with my boy 4 rings. That's what I call him.
After the L they just took. I don't know.
Listen.
Heat are hungry right now too.
Yeah. Jimmy Butler's back. He's been playing solid, and Bam Bam is balling as always. But
that man is no joke, bruh.
At all. No. But I'm taking the Lakers, and right now they're hurt. They don't got AD. They don't got Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, but we don't care about things like that.
No,
bro.
we don't. And regardless of the fact, I'm still taking the Lakers. Okay. I'm still taking the King.
I know you rocking out with Bron.
I rock out with my boy 24/7.
And I know
we lost to the Nets. The Nets are feeling good. I saw KD on the sideline smirking, giggling. That's cute. That's, all right. That's typical of KD, the bot man on the burner account, man.
That's typical Durantula stuff.
The Slim Reaper, whatever you want to call him. And that's cute. You didn't play. You could be on the sidelines laughing. AD was on the sidelines as well. Listen,
that's what I'm saying.
If y'all make it, if they make it to the finals, we gonna see what's going on. So I'm taking the Lake Show tomorrow simply because I think right now LeBron is in the running for the MVP. His boys, his dogs are out. And after the Heat, you want to talk about the Nets losing? The Heat just blew a 20-something point lead against the Warriors.
I saw that game. But hey, that's why they're going to come back crazy, bro.
So, they both got incentive to win.
I believe the Heat are going to take that game just because I think they're more deeper right now. I feel like the Lakers are hurt. They beat down for a little bit. So I think it's the Heat right now. I'm going to take them. Feel me? And what are they? Are they home?
Well, no, I don't think they are because if they were just in the West Coast and played the Warriors, I'm assuming that they're probably going to be playing in LA.
That's facts. So I'm taking the Heat on the road then.
Hey, listen. Shout out to True Ballers. If you want your statisticians, if you want your overs and unders, if you want your parlays, and we're talking Heat Lakers right now. So shout out to the True Ballers.
Now, I got a bone to pick with y'all boys at the True Ballers podcast, bro. Out of y'all had me in dismay when your boy
Chris
had the nerve, bro, to say Julius Randle is non-deserving of an All-Star ballot. All right. First of all, I didn't even know he disliked the man.
He's a big Brooklyn fan.
But had the nerve to say Chris Middleton deserves it more than Julius Randle, bro. That in and of itself is disrespect, and I can't wait to hop on your podcast and so I could get a formal apology, and you could tell Julius Randle a formal apology to on your platform because that's disrespect, bro.
And shout out to Julius because, Julius is always listening to our podcast. He heard me earlier in the season when I was saying, he wasn't playing too well, and then he started to ball out. But that very night, he went out and dropped 44, 8, and 9. So, hey, he's all-star bound.
I've been saying it from the jump, bro. Julius Randle's going to be doing his thing. Build around Julius and that young core. I consider him part of the young core. Don't trade Julius. Julius wants to be in New York. Reward the man with a contract extension. You feel me? And let's not disrespect Julius Randle no more, bro, because no parts of it. Chris Middleton does not deserve to be an All-Star. Do you agree? You believe Chris Middleton should be an All-Star this year?
No, and we were talking about individuals on the cusp of making the All-Star team because we already know who the starting five is.
I feel
so
you.
we're talking about possible
We talk about reserves.
I said the coaches are voting no if and or buts. They're voting Julius Randle in.
Thank you, my guy.
The Knicks are 6th in the East. He's having a career season. He's winning. The Knicks are balling. New York, we're back. So
New York. I don't want to see nobody hopping on the bandwagon. You feel me? Happens too much. You feel me? Don't mess with us. We lit.
yes, sir.
All right. This is the Let's Talk podcast. We are checking out, bro. It's been great.
It has. I'm glad to be back. For sure will be back, of course. Shout out to Big Blue. Shout out to New York Knicks. And, shout out to the king, the GOAT,
Make sure you subscribe, tune in. Let's Talk Sports 40 on Instagram. Remember that bio. Take you wherever you want to go. You feel me? All right. Have a good one. It's been great.